All right, everyone. Welcome to this night's intermission. We are going to be covering the big event that we just watched, DC Fandome. It was all day Saturday. Started from 12 p.m. to and ended about 8 p.m. It was it
8
was
p.m.
it
Yeah.
was eight
Yeah.
hours of just nonstop DC goodness. Um,
Yes.
so let's go ahead
Holy
and get into
guacamole.
the first one because I am pumped as fuck right
We have so
I
much
think
to
we all
talk
are.
about, dude. Let's just
So
go.
the
We
very
gotta get
first
this out of our
panel
chest.
was Wonder Woman. Immediately
Hell
goes in,
yes.
brings everybody in. We got Patty Jenkins, we got Gal Gadot, we got Chris Pine, Cat. What is her name? Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig,
And
yes.
then who is playing Maxwell Lord? I can't remember what his name is.
I don't
Game of
remember.
Thrones.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian himself.
Yes, he's great.
Pretty much what they were just talking about the movie, how much they want to show everyone because of COVID. It's been delayed so many times. But
Damn COVID.
they didn't talk too much about it,
I
but they
know.
did show us a lot.
Yes.
We got to watch what they call the second trailer. It feels like it was the final trailer, but it's been so long since the last one.
Mhm.
It really has. I almost forgot about it for a second.
Yeah. So it wasn't the music on this trailer was pretty cool. It wasn't as pumped up as like the first one was.
Didn't need to be.
It didn't. No, it did not need to be.
No.
Like we got more of a freaking Diana's childhood, which means that they're probably going to see her friend, that's played by Robin White, come back, which is pretty cool. I'm excited to see her again because she was a pretty awesome. She was pretty awesome in the first movie until the unfortunate events that happened. Got more Steve Trevor. Dude, the thing that blew me away was seeing actual Cheetah.
She looks good. She looks
Wow.
real
She actually-
good.
Yeah, she actually does look good. They did a damn good job on that design.
Yeah, like because you get like the first glimpse of her, which is just her being like like not no longer gonna stand
Pre-Cheetah.
aside. Like it's pre-Cheetah. She has the abilities. She just doesn't have the skin. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the fur. Oh, well, that's what I should have said. She doesn't
Fully
have the fur yet.
transformed.
So we get Cheetah. We get to see everything. We get to see her fight Diana just as normal human abilities, and then later in the trailer it shows her full on fur mode out.
Oh man,
Dude, she looks so cool.
the so badass scene was Wonder Woman just lasting a freaking lightning bolt and going from there.
That
I was like,
okay.
holy
You
crap!
saw that? Yeah.
Yes.
So she lassoed the boat itself, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was like,
what?
what?
The hell?
that's
Like-
so cool.
Like one, I didn't know that was an ability, so that's interesting.
By
Yeah.
the powers of Zeus.
I'm assuming she just hasn't learned how to fly yet, right? Is that the thing?
Maybe she's working up to it.
Maybe.
She's working up to it. I'm sure we'll get
she,
some more
she does
stuff in this
fly
movie.
in some of the animated ones.
Yeah. So she knows
Exactly.
how to fly. Maybe just not in the movie yet. She doesn't know how yet. What was interesting is we know that Maxwell Lord, played by Pedro Pascal, is the villain. So it sounds like he created Cheetah, but
It sounds like it.
It sounds like they're doing type of experiment where they're doing metahumans, but Cheetah originally
Yeah.
gets her powers from some curse, right?
Exactly correct. She goes into like the rainforest and she inherits the curse or something, and that's where she wants to take over.
Okay, so maybe they're changing it up. We don't know. I'm open to anything at this point because I just love a good movie with a good storyline, and as long as you kind of show the reason why I got to that point, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anything else I want to say about Wonder Woman? Because there's not. I mean,
That golden eagle armor. That looks badass.
the Kingdom Come armor, dude.
That's so
Yes.
cool. In an alternate universe, we would have watched this movie already pre-COVID, but had COVID never existed, and now I cannot wait for this movie to come out. Like
Yeah.
I knew this was probably going to be the one I least expected to be fond of coming out of it, but you know what? This was really good.
Yeah.
And this the least, but still, or the second to least, but still, I enjoyed this trailer and everything that led up to it.
Yeah. So like this was the first one up, but like it was also one that I wasn't really like. I didn't need to be more excited for it because like,
Exactly.
it's the first movie that's coming out. I want to see everything else, but the trailer that just came out that made me even more excited. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Right after that one, did it go to the Suicide Squad or am I missing one?
Are we going to talk about the games first? Because if we're going to talk about the games, then we're missing probably one of the best shows of all there.
We could talk about the game. Warner Brothers Games Montreal announcement was it Gotham Knights?
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights, yeah.
Oh my god.
So, from this trailer, if anybody's ever played any of the Arkham games, This is like their third party company that did Arkham Origins, but it looks like
It's not. So they did clarify that this is not in the Arkham
okay.
timeline.
That's what I
They
thought. So
did confirm that.
it feels like it is similar though, because at the very end of Arkham Knight, you know, Bruce Wayne blows up his. He pretty much kills himself. So
Exactly.
like this is maybe like an alternate universe kind of version of it, where he disappears because apparently he's dead, and it's up to the Bat family to
The sidekicks.
to take up the mantle and to protect the city, which was interesting because they even said that Jim Gordon was dead too. So with Batman gone, Jim Gordon gone, it's up to Batgirl, Red Hood, Robin, and Nightwing to save the day.
Really cool take. I love how each character got their own time to shine. I love how each character had their own move set. Each character was unique. They did mention co-op play was possible, so I'm very curious to see how that's going to work out online. But singular play, I just can't wait to play as every single one of these characters, because I have a feeling the story's going to go that Batman's still alive and he's one of those freaky owl zombies that you see, which would make sense. Yeah. But I still can't wait for this game to come out. They already got my money. Just give me the damn game. I don't even care.
It looks good. I'm very excited for it. Honestly, I think I'm a little bit more excited for this one than the other one that we'll talk about later.
Exactly.
But this one looks good. Court of Owls, great comics. If anybody's ever read the Batman Court of Owls comics, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. For those that have not, I recommend it.
Read it.
It is one of the best ones out there.
Also, real quick, that map. Did you see that map?
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, the map
So I wonder if we're going to get the little bat cycles, or if we're going to be able to just wrap them around.
It showed them riding their motorcycles, so.
I'm sure they will. I mean, you had the last one with the Batmobile, something similar here.
And what's so cool, because I'm assuming this is Tim Drake that's going to be the Robin.
Yes.
Because I know Damon Wayne is into all that tech stuff, so.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be Tim Drake.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what costumes they do. They're going to do alternate costumes. There's just no way they will. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what they do for the comics and all that. It's going to be a lot of
It's going to be fun.
Costumes.
It's going to be really fun.
Yeah. So right after that one, a little further down, they did talk about the Flash.
Yes.
It was a very short one. Very, very short. But they...
Yes.
Pretty much the only hints that they gave us was that he gets a new costume.
Which is cool.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome. Let me go ahead and... If you are on YouTube, guys, y'all will be able to see this. I'm going to pull up the picture real quick. Just so that way anybody that's watching this on YouTube can go ahead and take a look. And... Boop, there it is. So... Let's talk about the costume. I don't know if you have a picture of it yourselves, guys, but
I remember seeing it.
Okay, so it's pretty cool because one, it's not the armored version of what it was before. It's got the little lightning going through the little cracks, which is pretty cool.
Which is nice.
Yes, this looks very much like the New 52. New 52
yeah,
Rebirth,
sure.
Like it's got that kind of design. And did you recognize the Batman behind him?
I did. That was Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that's Michael Keaton's Batman right there.
Yeah, I was so freaking pumped for that. I was like, hell yes. I knew he was going to have a role in this movie, but I wasn't too sure how big of a role.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's my boy.
Yeah. I'm waiting for like some more images. I'd love to see like how it's going to play out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder how, because are they going to CGI Keaton? Are they going to be like, oh, Keaton's just been fighting this entire time. He's just an old withered Batman? Because Michael Keaton's up there. So
yeah,
I mean, it's not too hard what they'll do. More likely they'll keep him being old. His fighting style will probably be a little bit slower than usual, obviously. But I mean, you just put a guy in the suit and you'll be fine.
You put him in the movie and you're I don't care. I'll go see the movie 5-6 times. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Just him coming back though to reprise the role in general is amazing.
That is huge.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell did they land that?
Did they say he's gonna be Bruce Wayne, or is he supposed to be playing Thomas Wayne?
They said he is going to play Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
They did confirm he's not going to be Thomas Wayne, which is what I prefer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be pretty awesome. Not too much on the Flash one. I am very interested because the director that is doing this movie is the director of It.
Interesting.
He did It Chapter 1 and 2. He's mainly a horror movie kind of guy, which is very interesting. But
I'm also curious to see how Ben Affleck's Batman is going to take over, because they did say he's going to be a very pivotal role in the movie. I mean, I'm sure he's going to be like a mentor to the Flash.
He's supposed to be
Flash
like the
is newer.
emotions and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, so he's going to be the guide, if you will. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play off in the movie, or if they're going to go the Flashpoint storyline, if they're going to go something else. But I'm very curious. I hope Reverse Flash is in this. If he's not a villain to this or tease, that will make me a little bit upset at it. But
Yeah.
Flash is got a pretty good rogue set. Bring Gorilla Grodd, bring anybody, Captain Boomerang.
Yep. Alrighty, so let's move on to the Suicide Squad by James Gunn. We finally figured out who everyone's playing.
Yeah.
Let's take a look as everything is. Yes, they did update the list. Awesome. So, I like the way they did it. They did like a little roll call video, which was pretty cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
There's music, and it's like everyone, like it showed their comic book versions, and then it showed their versions.
Which is cool.
Yep. So, returning, we got Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn, Joe Kinnaman as Rick Flag, Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, and Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang. Those are the returning casts. New people. We were totally wrong about this one. Idris Elba as Bloodsport. Why did we get trolled with that that Happy Birthday to James Gunn video? That was a Bronze Tiger like troll. Like they were leading us off like so bad.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yep, we got Alice Braga as Sadia.
So sorry.
I don't know how to say that name.
I really don't know that. Most of these villains that you're going to name off, I don't know much about them except for Polka Dot Man and King Shark.
Yep. So
King Shark.
Yeah, a lot of these are very much like I have not heard a lot about these, but
Ratcatcher, I forgot.
Ratcatcher 2, by the way. Yeah. So let me keep going down this list. We got Nathan Fillion, TDK, Pete Davidson, Blackguard, Michael Rooker, Savant.
Yep.
John Cena, Peacemaker, which in his words was an asshole version of Captain America or something like that.
Basically. From what I've been
Yep. David Dasmachian as Polka Dot Man. Sean Gunn as Weasel. I thought that was hilarious. Storm Reed is Tyla. Oh, she wasn't introduced in that lineup. Peter Capaldi, which is the previous Doctor Who. He's the Thinker. And then you got Flula Borg as Javelin.
That one I know.
And I believe... Yes, Steve Agee as King Shark. Daniela Melchor as Ratcatcher 2. And then Marissa Carrillo as Soldado. So no
Deadshot.
No Deadshot. He was
oh man.
I know those scheduling issues and all that stuff. That guy's been busy. So it was almost impossible to get him into something.
Oh, Will Smith?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's okay. Suicide Squad has alternating in and out characters a lot, so this is okay.
Yeah. So
That's true.
I don't know if y'all fully watched the panel, but it was hilarious. They played a little trivia game, like where they did. Well, first they did like a little. They spent about like 5 minutes just making fun of Michael Rooker, which was hilarious. Because James Gunn and him are like best friends. He's been in like every single one of his movies, and they literally just messing around. Another thing was they played like a little trivia game. They did like pick teams, like one person, you get two leaders, one of them keeps picking, it's like back and forth. And it got down to like where it was like 4 people left, and they were like making jokes about how it's all high school all over again, where they're the last picks and stuff like that. It was Pete Davidson, I think, was the last pick.
That sounds about right. He just seems so awkward and out of place in this movie.
Yeah,
he's hilarious. A comedian, and he's not even that good on SNL. But I digress.
Dude, a lot of these people are comedians, so
yeah. But he's not even that good on SNL.
Yeah, I know. He just plays. I feel like he's just playing himself in this movie.
He just plays the dork every time.
What was really awesome was after all this, they showed us a little behind the scenes video where it's like them making the movie. You kind of see a little bit of their costumes. They look ridiculous. Just throwing that out there. But it's supposed
Polka Dot
to be
Man.
this.
I mean, come on.
It's supposed to be ridiculous, which is, I mean, it's the Suicide Squad with a whole bunch of, what is this, like Z-list villains maybe?
A at most. I think the A's is only in this movie, I guess, Captain Boomerang, if you consider him, but for sure Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Everybody else is B and C, if at best class.
I do like
Harley Quinn's... how they got him to come back.
Yeah, definitely.
Captain Boomerang, the actor, I'm sorry, I always forget his name.
Oh, yeah, no, he was a pretty good Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, he's great. I love him as Captain Boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
Good Flash villain. I gotta say, though, real quick, this was probably the one I was least, and I get why. I don't think they even started filming that much before everything happened. But this is what I expected from the Batman. And I gotta say, this was the one that kind of let me down the most, but I got why. I mean, they didn't have a lot to show.
No. So they were in post-production. He's still working on the movie. He has a lot of visual effects, he stated. So he just wanted to do behind the scenes, yeah. Because they are finished filming. They are completely done. He's just got a lot of work to do.
I get you. I mean, a lot of CGI, I'm assuming, as well.
I mean, you got King Shark in the movie, dude. Like, that's
going to be most of like 50% of the budget.
That's a lot of work right there already.
Yeah.
That's 500,000, Warner Brothers.
It's a lot. So, but I'm pretty excited. I am so worried about the fact that they're saying do not get attached. I'm assuming that they're going to be killing off all the other people, like the small time ones that we don't even know. Because I hope that we don't see any of or at least our returning squad getting killed. Harley Quinn will not die, but I'm worried that Captain Boomerang might.
I'm thinking so. He's too much a high big profile of a Flash villain, I think, to be killed off.
Yeah, but we got Flashpoint,
that's true.
With Flashpoint coming out, I don't think it's that big of a deal. They can
so
bring
the thing
him back
I did notice too, real quick, is also that I did notice that James Gunn had mentioned in an interview that he said that this is called the Suicide Squad for a reason and not Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to just retcon everything in the first one or what the plan is, but it seems like we're just not. It's kind of alluding to disassociate the first one that didn't happen, you know?
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll make a small reference, but then anyway, this is the movie.
That's all they really have to do is just make a small reference. Not even nothing big. You're bringing back 4 actors from the first one. That's all you really need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just continue, make a good story.
Yeah.
I wonder who the villain's going to be.
I don't know yet.
I know.
Or the antagonist, I should say.
I was curious about that too.
Villains, but
yeah.
We'll find out. We'll find out when they finally release the trailer. Maybe, I don't know.
Exactly.
So yeah, there was nothing much else after that. That was a pretty good video. If y'all have not seen any of these videos that we're talking about, recommend it. Look it up on YouTube. They're there.
Stop what you're doing. Go watch those right now. Then come back and listen. Hit that like button.
Hit that like button.
Alrighty. After that, let's go on to Snyder Cut. That's the next one on here.
Holy crap!
So this one was pretty cool. One, it was he didn't talk about much. I mean, I like the way they did this only because there's not much that he needs to say, other than the fact that he was thankful to the fans and he was only talking to the fans at this point, because he even brought in fans to ask him questions.
I'm sorry, who are you referring to again? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder, there we go. Yeah. Okay.
He
actually brought a fan from that had started the position, right?
They were a big supporter. Like, they were the ones like pushing it. They were the ones that got the banner in Times Square.
Yeah.
That was the one that he had like a full like conversation with. But it was pretty awesome because he was asking the fans questions. Like he had received questions from, the other superheroes. He got Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Ray Fisher, Gal Gadot, Ezra Miller, and I don't remember if Jason Momoa was in there.
He was not, which was a big. Everybody was asking where he was.
I think I know why. But so.
Or Aquaman.
Yeah, so they asked questions that the fans were asking, which was pretty funny. And then Zack Snyder brought people that were asking him questions. No, sorry. Zack Snyder brought people in so he can ask them questions. Mm-hmm. And it was mainly just about like how, like, why did you choose to push for this movie so hard? Because he is very thankful that the fans, because like with the lady, I think it was the first lady that said this, was like, how did you know this was gonna happen? And she's like, she didn't. She just had hope. Like, it all started with hope, which is Superman's biggest thing.
Yeah. So
that was great. That was a great moment with the fans. I was
seriously
very happy to see that. He was very humble. Like, it was just great to watch. And then of course he showed.
If only he knew a little more of like us kind of fans, like or even when like. The tragedy happened and he stepped away from the movie. Mm-hmm. He had so much people like, backing him up and just, I don't know. I feel like it's cool that he reached out, asked these questions and gave us a little nod to us. Because a lot of fans, a lot of people here back home, we talk about it like, plenty of times before this. Even now, I had people at work, at warehouse, that were like, dude, are you gonna watch it today? Are you gonna see this? Of course I am. Everyone was going nuts. I swear, that's all we talked about all day today at work. Like, I barely talked about work today.
Yeah.
You tell them to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They know we're gonna talk about it.
So they tune in, like.
Well,
smash.
a shout out to Brian's coworkers.
Hey,
Hey guys in warehouse.
shout out.
So yeah, because at the end of the day, it wasn't his choice to leave the project. He got booted out. He pretty much Warner Brothers did him dirty. So
Yeah.
all this is.
Did it really? It really went down like that. So
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
They booted him out.
a conflict with I didn't even know it was like, you know, to that extent with Zach.
It was pretty bad, yeah, because all the negative reactions that people were getting from Suicide Squad and BBS,
Yeah.
it was just like when they saw Justice League and they wanted to change it, they wanted it to be more like the Avengers.
Which never gonna get that.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a dumb thing to even try to compare to.
Exactly.
So like when they were like booting, he was like refusing to make any changes and everything. So the Warner Brothers, when his daughter passed away, he clearly had to take a break from production, and they used that moment to kick him out and bring in somebody else.
Man, kick a man while he's down.
Exactly.
I know.
Exactly. So that's why the
hell?
people that did that, because all they wanted to do was to get this movie out by a certain amount of time, so that way they can get their bonuses for that year.
Rather than get it done right.
And now all those people are gone.
Yeah.
So.
I recall asking you about that too.
Yep. Yeah. So now,
Yeah.
now that happened, now they're all gone. So that's karma to them.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there could have been so much more. Like, if they wanted to, you know, rake in the money, if they would have done it the right way,
Mhm.
they wouldn't have to have worried about that whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. I guess before we get into the actual trailer itself, you had mentioned you think you know why Jason Momoa wasn't there?
Yes. So he was filming Dune, and they are not in a position to be able to really be doing stuff like this.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Because everyone out there, like everyone's been like the people that are part of the production, like they're still out there working. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, yeah, it makes complete sense. I mean, obviously Aquaman 2 is not coming out anytime soon, so
that's why people even question is like, oh, why is he not at the Aquaman 2 panel? I was like, well, he's doing Dune, bro.
it's going to be at least 2 or 3 years before that comes out.
He's busy, so
Yeah.
yeah. So we got introduced to the first or maybe the last, I don't know, but it was a trailer for the Justice League. I loved this trailer. It was
Man.
Holy cow!
like
There's so many
some
things.
stuff that like some of it is stuff that we've seen very little, but
Yes.
a lot of it is scenes that we have never seen that we've only heard him talk about, show pictures about. One, you get to see Darkseid in this trailer. He doesn't look the greatest at this. Darkseid, whatever. Don't correct me while I'm excited.
We're just so hyped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like maybe not the greatest CGI version of him, but this movie's still a while away to go, and he's still doing all of his post production at his home. So
Which is insane.
He's like with his little special effects team and everything. Like,
Yeah.
they're all doing this in a COVID situation.
Which is more props to them.
The music in this
For
trailer
real.
was
Thank you.
perfect. I know I said this offline when Josh and I were chatting about it before.
Oh no!
but
Please repeat it.
this music choice was
No.
perfect. Hallelujah, like one. That's Hallelujah. The freaking movie's coming out soon. Like it's finally coming. And another thing is,
Yeah.
another funny part was the fact that he used this in The Watchmen, which was his other movie. And
Yes.
all this bad shit's happening in this trailer.
Nothing good.
Yeah.
I mean, we get to see the
A
Hall of
montage
Justice,
that shit.
get
and it's just
destroyed.
crumbled.
One, did you see who like the weapons? You saw the trident.
Yeah.
You see Aquaman's trident, and you also
Yeah.
see Gal's,
I saw that.
Gal's
I saw
like
that.
sword or her shield.
Yeah, so you assume they're dead, and then I don't know if you caught it, but it's like one of those blink and you miss it. But there's a Joker card that is falling down. So
Is that what that was? I was trying to figure out what that was.
It's a Joker card.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta see that again. Okay. I missed that one.
Yeah. So like you get the Hall of Justice just destroyed, and it's like back
Which is
to
so
that like
sad.
nightmare time that Bruce Wayne had in BVS.
We get to see that,
dude. So I'm very excited to watch this because of the Flash. I mean, one, we get to see more of Cyborg. We finally get the story with his father, and you see the scenes where
you see his mom too.
You see his mom. You see his father. You see him playing football. Like, that's just stuff we never got to see.
I always wanted that. I always wanted to see that. I mean, they did it in animated movies where they show him and in the football games, but that footage even way before, I think they had it in like the deleted scenes and stuff like that.
They had shown it
in the regular one.
They had shown it in the first trailer. He was like playing football in the very first trailer.
There we go. Yeah.
But they never
showed it.
Yeah.
They just teased us with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, ever since then, I've been hooked on that. So when they brought it up again, I was like, holy shit, finally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like, with that, and then you get the relationship, like, you get his relationship with his father, which is great, because that is a huge deal with Cyborg, especially when he's new to being Cyborg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's questioning everything. He's just in a huge depression mode.
And he's his dad.
Yeah.
Because he lost it. He loses his mom, which is him banging on the graveyard.
Yeah.
Or maybe his dad. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. It looked like his dad died there for some reason. But we'll find out.
Yeah.
Also, I really like the way they're doing the Flash in here. This looks better.
Iris West, baby.
Yeah, you see Iris West. A good thing is, one, I'll get further into this later, but when you hear the Flash talk, he's not talking like that the way he was doing in that first theatrical cut, where he's trying too hard to be goofy. His jokes are all like out of place, or even him just constantly being scared of bugs. Like, it just made zero sense. So
in the first one, right? In the first cut.
In that theatrical cut. The Joss Whedon cut, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, he is supposed to be like naturally. Well, his character is supposed to be like a joke, a little bit funny.
He's supposed to be funny, but not like to where he's like trying so hard. Like, it's just casual, like comedy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, definitely.
Like, he's supposed to be able to talk serious. Not a single part of that theatrical cut was he that way. He was just always trying to joke around. He was trying to be the Ryan Reynolds of that. Like,
yes,
so dumb.
You can't.
Exactly what I thought when I was looking over it again. I was like, God damn it, he's really trying to be like a Deadpool. You know?
Yeah, it was just dumb.
Now, is it just me, or do you guys get the interpretation that this is a Flash that has not been at the game for a while? He's maybe a brandly new, Flash. He got the costume type character. He's been in maybe only for like a year or so or two.
So he's a new Flash.
He's a definitely new Flash. Okay.
Yes. Because remember, the very first time we see him was BVS.
Wizard, the Quickie Mart type.
Yeah, Quickie Mart, where he's not even like costume or anything. Like, he's just doing little small things or anything. So I think he's still fairly new. Maybe year 1, maybe year 2. Who knows?
Yeah.
But so this leads to one of the greatest parts that gave me chills when I watched this was after we got to see when it comes out, but how long it's gonna be and stuff like that. I had that quick little scene that I'm gonna go ahead and show you viewers on YouTube. You should be able to hear it on audio podcast as well, guys. We all just won't be able to see the scene.
Sure.
But it's a nice little speech that Bruce Wayne gives at the very end of this trailer. Let me just show it to y'all real quick.
This guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
So with that, it's Bruce Wayne pretty much saying, I don't care how many, I don't care how many places are, the speech that he gives at that end, like what y'all just watched or heard. And then he states that they've never faced us united. And I was like, that gave me goosebumps.
That's really good.
Because that was just such a great, that's the Batman that was being built up in BVS, not this bullshit that we saw in theatrical cut of Justice League. Sorry guys, but
yes. No, these are the gods among us. These are the people that stand between us and that between right and justice.
Yeah.
These are the heroes that we look up to. Yeah,
this isn't like what we saw in the theaters was like Justice League Go compared to the Teen Titans show. I'm not trying to. I'm being harsh. Fuck this. Joss Whedon, Warner Brothers messed everything up. We could have had this so much longer.
There goes our sponsorship from Josh Whedon at some point.
That guy's getting arrested, dude. That guy's career's over. All right, so
hold on though, real quick.
Yeah,
we got to talk about the suit for Superman. We finally get to see the black suit.
Oh my god! Finally!
I cannot wait to see the black suit,
dude.
Oh my god!
You want a fun fact about that suit?
What's that?
It's actually his red suit. They just had to CGI the black color to it.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me, but still, I'm hyped as hell.
Yeah, Warner Brothers wouldn't allow him to make a black suit. They said so he, Zack Snyder digitally altered it to just black.
That's fine. I get what I wanted to see the very first time, so this is fine.
Yeah.
It still looks good.
Looks great.
Oh no, it looks great. Hell yeah! I was like, finally. I mean,
that's all I wanted.
In the first cut, I mean, you just see him
he walks right past it.
And just he just gives it a nice little glance, and then that's I'm just like,
it's
put
right
it on.
there.
It's right there. It's right. Suit up.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he just did the same thing that he did in Man of Steel. Because remember, Man of Steel, he had a black suit as well.
Yeah.
And that's scene with General Zod. So I'm pretty sure they just did the same thing.
I wonder if he's gonna have lightning powers or some weird powers there for a little bit before he actually becomes back to normal.
I have no idea. But
either way, I'm hyped.
Every scene in that trailer was just so good, along with that music.
I can't wait.
Anything else we want to talk about the Justice League before we move on?
I'm a little upset it's a 4-part series, but I mean, I get it as long as the story's good. I hope it's an hour here, an hour there, an hour here.
It's 4 hours. It's gonna be a total of 4 hours, and he said it's 4 parts of 1 hour episodes. He did say that he's doing a cut where you can just watch it all at once. So
okay, then I'm excited. As long as it's I wish I could see it all in one sitting, but I mean, as long as it's 4 hours, as long as it's a good quality movie, I'm okay with it.
Yep. Alrighty.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
What did you think about Jesus Christ, Darkseid?
Damn, I was gonna make a joke about Jesus Christ. But you said Darkseid so quick.
I mean, he could be your Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the way he looked right there. He looked cool. He looked very young, very battle ready to go. That sounds weird to say, but
well, no, I feel like this is like the first glimpse, kind of like just to reference back, for X-Men Apocalypse. Like first, he didn't really look too cool, and then you see him kind of form into the one that you remember seeing in the comics and stuff like that.
You talking about the Ivan Ooze crossover?
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, Ivan Ooze.
Terrible.
Basically, Blue Ivan Ooze. That's what he was.
Yeah. So,
but it was just hard to pinpoint.
I think because we haven't seen him with his helmet, him with his suit, and everything. They're holding that. They're holding that for the actual release.
Give it time. Well, plus this wasn't a flashback. Obviously, it was when they were first the flashback scene when the Wonder Woman and all them are talking.
They're all fighting. They're all fighting him.
And that's this battle. So
before we
it
move on,
looks like.
Yeah. So but before we move on, I just want to talk about Steppenwolf, dude. The Steppenwolf from the freaking BVS is back.
Wow.
Yes.
Not the weird.
He looks hardcore.
He looks cool.
He looks badass. He looks hardcore.
Yeah. So.
I can't wait to see this movie.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move on to the Black Adam panel. Very short, but it was cool. It was The Rock hyping up the movie. We even got to be introduced to Noah. Do not know how to say that last name.
Cyrus.
It's not Noah Cyrus. Everyone that has watched.
My sister noticed him.
To all the boys I've loved before. He's not from. And the Fosters. He was on the Fosters as well. I'm pretty sure some of y'all know what I'm talking about.
The Fosters.
He is playing. What is it? Atom Smasher?
Atom Smasher.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, which is part of the JSA. As soon as he said Atom Smasher, I was like, wait, the JSA's in this movie?
Exactly. I'm hyped as hell.
They talk about more. They freaking.
Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Cyclone. I was like, hell yes.
Cyclone. That would be cool to see.
Hell
Cyclone.
yes.
I'm very
Oh my
excited for
God.
this, dude. This is so cool. We get introduced to the JSA. I don't know if that does that mean it takes place in modern time as well.
It has to be because he said 5,000 years, and I'm assuming because you. Well, we'll get to it later why I think so, but it holy crap, this trailer, dude. Oh my God, I expected to see actual footage, but this was
Just
my
concept,
favorite.
like concept art was good too. Like that was fine.
It's The Rock. He's so charismatic. He,
knows-
made this
He
concept
knows
art
how to
look
hype
good.
up something.
Oh yes,
And the best part is because he has such
Very
a
much so.
huge vocal point in what he does in his movies, because he pretty much produces his own movies. Like he is going to please the fans.
which is great.
Yeah,
Man,
he doesn't
I'm
fail when
glad.
it comes to pleasing fans. Which I've been a fan of The Rock. I like all of his movies, even though they're very much the same thing. But this one's definitely different, and I'm very excited about it. And thank God it does not have Kevin Hart.
You know how much of a big fan I am of The Rock before even the acting
Yeah.
days, before when he was a wrestler.
Dude, he
but
was always acting. What are you talking about?
shut up. Anyway, I do have to say though, Warner Brothers saved like $500,000 of CGI because you don't have to CGI his muscles on the suit. You can just have him in
Oh,
a suit and then
hell no.
boom. So
Yeah, those muscles are
He's good to
real
go.
and good to go.
yeah, you have to
Yeah.
probably CGI him down if you want to be him like the slave version. But
Dude, I cannot wait to find out who's playing who. Like Hawkman,
can't.
I'm so excited for Dr. Fate. Like I
oh my
I
God,
want to know who's
good
playing him.
characters.
Man, they gotta get somebody cool for Hawkman.
And the best part was one, we got to see a little bit of a concept of what the suit's gonna look like for Black Adam, and also he left everyone a nice little message, which we'll play right here.
Deliver to you guys. And I can't wait to show you more. But before I go, I want you guys to help me out with something. It's something that's pretty important. I need you guys to help me get a message out to some of the other ones. Some of the other DC superheroes. Let's let Flash, Shazam, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. Let's let them know something. Things will never be the same because the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
All right, so
I didn't get to see the suit.
pretty much he's telling everyone, get ready. So, anything else you want to say about Black Adam before we move on?
I love how he's sending a warning to every single superhero. So I'm thinking he's for sure gonna fight Superman at some point, and Superman's going to lose to Black Adam because Superman's one weakness to all those who know is magic, which
Yep.
Black Adam, Shazam, ding ding ding, nothing but magic. So Shazam's gonna have to take him down. I think that's where it's gonna be Shazam 2 or 3. It's gonna be
It'll
that
probably be 3.
story. Yeah, I
Three
hope
with
3.
I
Superman.
hope that's what it leads to. I really hope that's what it leads to, because that animated movie where Superman, Shazam, and Black Adam throw down was amazing. That was badass.
Oh yeah.
So if it
One more
works up
thing.
to that,
Oh,
that would be cool.
I
Three's
know exactly
company.
what you're talking about. It was a perfect scene. Such a good scene. The one last thing I did want to talk about, though,
Mhm.
was that
Yeah.
I love how they made, and The Rock made this point too during the panel, if you will, that it's not going to be your typical villain. Like this, Black Adam is not a villain in the normal sense. Yes, he's a villain. Yes, he's more so, I guess, of an anti-hero is the correct term. So he wants to do justice. He just justice without any bounds, and that's where he gets himself to where he'll kill without hesitation. He'll do this, he'll do that if it's in his own terms the right thing to do for the people or for himself. More so probably for himself. So, and that's what comes into, where he fights Shazam, who obviously has a good moral value. So I like how they're taking that take to where this is a villain, but he's not truly a villain. He's an anti-hero.
Yeah.
And I like that they described that part.
Kind of like how they did with Venom and Tom Hardy.
Exactly. Same concept.
Yeah, I like that.
So I'm hyped for this. They're going to get my money. And I got to say, this is probably my favorite outside of the last thing that we're going to talk about.
Before we get to that last one, let's move on to the next one. That'll be the Aquaman panel. Pretty much it was just little conversations with James Wan and Patrick Wilson.
Yes.
Okay, Orn, who played Orn. They just talked about
Warren.
pretty much what they enjoyed about the first one. How they talked about how it was a little hard to, when he was doing all his workouts and everything, and then he didn't realize it was gonna be like on a harness or whatever. Like all the filming was on a harness. And he's like, all right, I need to work on my cardio for the next one, which pretty much confirmed Patrick Wilson will be coming back as Ocean Master Orn in Aquaman 2.
Cool.
They didn't talk too much about it because it's still early stages. He's still working on it. Pretty much they said that this one's going to be more serious. He didn't say darker at all. He just said it was going to be more serious, more heart, like to the heart. So I'm interested. Maybe something happened to his mom. Is honestly the only thing I can think of.
I'm thinking so.
Yeah,
That or kid time.
Yeah. So, and also they did state that they will be introducing more worlds or some stuff like that. I don't know, but
we got little information.
Yeah, there wasn't too much that they can say, honestly. He's still hard at work, so.
I mean, it's got 2-3 years out, so I'm fine with it. You know, it's hyping us up. As we get closer, I'm sure there'll be more details to come out. But
yeah,
I just want to see Black Manta, and if possible, I think it's a little early, but at some point, see Aquaman's hand get chopped off. So
maybe it'll get chopped off at the end of this one. Who knows?
Who knows?
But yeah, it's way too early.
Get the hook for the hand.
All right, so that one was about like 10 minutes, maybe tops.
It was short.
It was a very short one. On to the next one, which was Shazam, which was about just as short.
Again, not much to talk about with the movie being 2-3 years out.
They had a lot of fun with this one, though, because one, the joke that happened the most when Shazam was announced, or when it was even coming out, was, oh, is this Kazam?
Yes.
The best part about that joke is Sinbad joined the panel.
Yes, I did catch that. That was hilarious. I loved it.
He's like, because one, it shows like it's Zachary Levi, and I do not remember any of the other kids. Let me pull them up real quick.
I swear that movie is real. I saw that movie as a kid. You cannot tell me Mandela effect or anything like that.
I never saw
that movie. Kazam.
Wasn't that with that was with Shaq, right? I'm not thinking of the wrong.
No, that one.
The one with Shaquille is
Shazam, right?
Yeah.
It's Shazam. It's a genie, and yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, but everyone kept joking about like Sinbad being in like Kazam and stuff like that. But in this panel, we had Zachary Levi, who plays Shazam. We had Jack Dylan Grazer, who played Freddie Freeman. Faith Herman, who played Darla. We also had Megan Good, who played the superhero Darla. And who was Asher Angel, who played Billy Batson. And they were all just, having a fun chat. Darla was doing her little poster. She made like her own little poster of it, and that's when it showed Sinbad in the little poster.
Oh,
and
she's adorable.
And then he popped in the panel. And then he's like, "What's up, guys?"
That's freaking awesome.
Like,
that's so cool. They got him to do that.
So they joked about him being in this one.
They should.
And he said that he's like, "Oh, I get word that I'm in all the Azam movies and all that stuff." So he just joked about that. I don't honestly know if he's gonna be in it. I doubt it, but it was just a fun joke that they did.
It would be cool.
I would appreciate if they had been there,
like a little cameo. Then David F. Sandberg joined in, and Adam Brody, who played the superhero version of Freddy. And that's when we found out that the title to the movie is actually called Shazam and Shazam Fury of the Gods. So maybe.
So are they bringing the whole gang back? Like as far as all the kids?
Yeah.
Yep. Shazam family.
Yep. So that was about it. It was a very small one, very funny. The only thing we got out of it was the title.
Did you catch the little what Astor at the Billy Batson kid said? It's like, hey, can we talk about that cameo here? And the director, I forget his name, but was like, no, we can't talk about the cameo. Wink.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna. Obviously, they're alluding to Superman, but
Superman or.
Oh man.
Should be a good mentor.
Yeah.
I mean, well, after the Shazam, that one scene where he has lunch with the kid. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, like that's awesome.
And he has the same powers basically, except for the whole magic part. But
yeah,
it'd be cool to see a cameo like him, be like, "Hey kid, this I'm happy to teach you what I can."
All right,
definitely, kind of like Iron Man and Spider-Man.
Exactly.
All right, second to last, Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League.
Oh my god!
As
dude.
soon as this is the video game, guys, that Rocksteady, who's in charge of the Arkham series, this is a new game. Immediately when I saw the title "Kill the Justice League," I was like, okay, maybe Brainiac has control of them. The very
Sure
first
enough.
shot that we get in the trailer is Brainiac.
Yeah.
And then it just shows the Suicide Squad doing their thing, having fun.
Talking trash. to
Talking
each other.
trash constantly.
Forever talking trash.
The best part is like King Shark is like so like adorable. Like I don't know why he's like that, but it's hilarious. But yeah, so far all we saw was it was Harley Quinn, King Shark, Captain Boomerang, and Deadshot.
You assume there's going to be others. They will release others.
Maybe. I don't know how this
Thinking
game's going to play
Deathstroke.
out. I'm confused as to how this game's going to be played out, but
They did some multiplayer. Or co-op is doable, but you have the opportunity to play single player as well. Which I like that aspect. You can play with your friend if you want.
Yeah.
Or online.
Yeah.
yeah, so like for me it's just like, is this a shooter? Like is this like an all out fighting? Like I don't know. They're all shooting a lot of weapons, so who knows?
It's from what I took from it, it's the Arkham style of fighting, and everything has their own obviously unique moveset.
Yeah.
So like, and I did catch this as well, and I appreciate them actually saying this out loud. But the images in the background of like when they did their introductions, it was the Arkham City and all that trilogy's symbol in the back. So this is a continuation of that universe. So
Yeah.
I wonder if Batman's going to be a part of it or not. I have a feeling he's not, to be honest.
He should
But
be dead, but who knows?
he should be dead. Spoiler.
It was pretty hilarious though, because like you see like Superman, King Shark's like, he's like, oh my god, look at him, he's such a hero, blah blah blah.
And he kills a dude.
Yeah, he just like laser beams the guy's face in, and everyone's like wide open, like what the hell? And then Captain Boomerang comes in and says, oh, did you find out who we need to kill? And they point
They're
at
all just
Superman.
pointing.
They point at Superman, and he's like, oh shit. And that's all we got. That's all we got from the game, but it looks pretty cool. I'm excited.
How can you even kill that dude?
I'm excited just to play another DC game.
So there's a big rumor going around that, and this is not confirmed or anything. I don't know how legit this source is, but I did notice a couple of it going around. But you do have the opportunity. You will kill at least a couple Justice League members, but then you'll capture the others. So
Yeah.
Aquaman is supposedly one to be the ones to be axed. Poor Aquaman. He gets no love.
He doesn't.
No, but the others you're supposedly going to capture. So I'm very curious to see how they're going to. How do you kill these characters? There's not a way to kill them, or why would you kill them?
Yeah.
So
Alrighty. So let's go ahead and move on to the big finale.
holy,
The one that we are all excited to talk about.
holy guacamole, Batman!
Here it is.
And that is The Batman by Matt Reeves, starring Robert
Oh
Pattinson.
my god,
So
I'm a changed man after that. I watched that. I feel like my lifestyle has changed. Like I feel like a new man.
I loved what Matt Reeves was telling us. Like everything he said was just great. How he said this is like grounded, but this is Batman year 2. He's doing his own thing. He's building the stuff himself, and the suit that he has created also can be improved on as he continues on. He did state a little hint about the fact that we got a Riddler that we've never seen before, completely different. I'm telling you, it's from the riddles, the warm jokes and riddles, whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this has Long Halloween written all over it.
Oh,
Yes.
show.
One of, like I mentioned before, Court of Owls being one of the great stories. The Long Halloween has been one of the longest and best ones besides The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
It is so
Yeah.
good that I am very excited
Court
to
of Owls.
see a somewhat adaptation of this version of this movie. One, we got the Riddler, who from the trailer we got to
Creepy.
watch was creepy, different. It's dark, like. And another thing was we got Penguin, who apparently doesn't like being called Penguin. So
I mean,
Yeah, I feel like the whole aura of the trailer just seemed like dark, because even when at the end scene when they show just his face and like you see that, like, you know, the black eye makeup and stuff like that, it just looks, I don't know, I like that grittiness about him.
yeah,
Not only that, but his fighting style, like we were discussing before, ruthless
it's brutal.
but awesome.
fluid.
He's
ruthless.
brutal. Yeah, I'm just like, wow. I mean, he went and literally grabbed that man's arm bent it like a rubber band. Like it went up, came back down. He punched him in the face like 3 times.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
wow.
The best part about this is the fact that while he was talking about this movie, he's given us scenes that we all like at this point, they've only filmed 25% of the movie, but he's talking about all this, and we're like, man, I wish I could see it. Like, this is just so cool. But we expect nothing. We don't expect anything because the fact, like you said, it is 25% done of the movie. And boy, does this guy freaking deliver.
This is only 25%, and I already want to pay my money.
We saw, like, we don't need to see more. It's just ridiculously... The trailer that he created with only what he shot was amazing.
It's like, holy cow.
I can't even believe that's 25, like, only 25%. Yeah.
Like, the best, like... Okay, like, I am, like, fan... I'm just going crazy about this. One, because... There's so many conversations before I even started this podcast about who I wanted to be the next Batman when it wasn't going to be Ben Affleck. And Robert Pattinson was the choice I had. So when they announced that he was going to be Batman, I freaked out. Because I was like, holy shit, like it's almost like Matt Reeves heard me or something. But like, jokingly. But it's just because I see his other work and I see this guy can make a great Batman. And man, these trailers show that perfectly.
Yes, definitely. I mean... You know, I know he gets a bad rap for the Twilight films. Wasn't really all on him because they were pushing him to be always brooding, and he actually almost got fired on the set because he wanted Edward's character to be a lot different. He was like, you know what? I think it should have been this way, and they were like, yeah, no, do it this way.
Yeah. See, I like how you knew that without me having to tell you, because I've had to tell everyone that.
No, yeah.
He's not a bad actor.
He's not.
By any means.
Yeah.
Like the way he is in Twilight, I'm just like, don't pay attention to Twilight. Watch everything else because he isn't a great actor.
But that series. I mean, nothing against people who watch the Twilights. I mean, I've read the books. I love the books.
No, guys, if y'all like Twilight, I got questions for y'all.
Well, most of them were high school girls, but they were not watching Twilight. They were going for the guys. But you know, this movie got a lot of heat right off the bat because Robert Pattinson and his negativity that was associated with Twilight. I gave him a chance though because they said the same thing 30-something years ago when Batman came out with Michael Keaton, because Michael Keaton was known for being more of a goofy or like Beetlejuice type character. Yeah. Nobody gave him a shot. Look how incredible of a job he did. And this is the same concept.
And it's also the same thing with Ben Affleck. When he was first casted, everyone gave him shit. And then you watch it, and he's the only thing that got praised from that movie. So,
exactly.
It's like you guys
during
just
that
need
time, I felt like
give
I was
the movie
the only
a chance.
One that liked him.
And I like how this trailer is not your superhero trailer. This is a dark, gritty mystery trailer. This is not a superhero trailer.
Yeah. And to just go back real quick about the Ben Affleck being chosen as Batman thing, I remember when that was first announced, and I posted on Facebook, like, hey, like, I probably do not agree with this decision, but I am open to see what he's got.
He's a great actor, though. Again, he's a fantastic actor.
And then that happened. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna trust whoever picks their Batman, and who and just it's up to you. Just show us that we're wrong. And I had faith completely in Robert Pattinson, and just watching these trailers, he's gonna deliver. There's just no.
Oh yes.
You know what, too? Just to comment on Robert Pattinson real quick, but him and the cow, I feel like they always get people with great jawlines. It just
you have to have a great jawline.
You got to have a great jawline. Because when he has the cowl on, he's got that strong, Batman jawline chin. You know, it's
can't have somebody
he looks great in.
You can't have somebody like with Johnny Bravo's jawline or something.
No, you can't. You can't be Batman. You can have the Batman cowl and have a Jay Leno chin.
Oh, real quick before.
No offense to Jay Leno, I love you.
Yeah.
There goes another sponsorship. Damn it, we're never gonna get.
God damn it!
Damn it, Jay Leno. Did you guys catch? There's a couple things I want to talk about in this trailer, but did you catch the one thing with the card in the trailer? And I had to look this up, and I had to show to slow it down. But
so what, the card that they wrote on?
Yeah. Did you notice it says to our from your secret friend who, and it's got an owl on it. Obvious reference to the Court of Owls.
Yeah, Court of Owls.
Ooh,
it does seem like, because like how Matt Reeves has said, like, this is Bruce Wayne. He's going through. It's not an origin story, but it's touching stuff that relies on his origins, because the fact that It's this corrupt story, which was what Court of Owls was. It pretty much showed you that Bruce Wayne's parents were corrupt. They weren't the all praise them and everything. Like, they were practically villains. And that's like a huge thing about that storyline that drove him to do better. And that is that's what it's hinting at, what's going to happen here. And it like when Matt Reeves says, like, when you hear people say this is a completely different movie, that we hear about everything, this is a completly different story. Like,
I'm gonna love this movie.
It's a whole
and Matt Reeves says it himself too. Like, throughout the Batmans, everyone's had their own adaptation of it. Yeah. So with this one, I love, when we talked about it earlier, how he's sticking to, more of the earlier lines, like you said, year one, this is year two, basically. And like the suit, like, you can tell he's coming up because he's making everything.
Yeah.
All that, and the Batmobile looks freaking awesome. Which I didn't know that you were gonna bust that out, to be honest with you.
It looks cooler than this.
I
hated the photo, but this in the trailer makes it look pretty legit.
Yeah, I told you, don't hate on it, man. I told you that Batmobile was gonna shut you up.
Yeah, no, the trailer made me shut up. I'm all in.
That was the first thing I said when I saw that Batmobile. I was like, bro, this looks legit. So.
Yeah, no.
Josh
seen it in action.
I was hating on it.
This guy right here did not believe me.
I will admit, I was hating on it.
But I'll give you this. It did look a little questionable at first, but in action, just getting a feel for it now, I mean, it kind of goes out the window for me.
Yep.
Yeah. So this movie, so excited for. The trailer was just the greatest thing. Like, I have never loved a Batman trailer more than I've loved this trailer.
I agree with you big time. I haven't been this
is hard, but
energized by this trailer. Like, I haven't been like this about a trailer in a long time. Let's just put it at that.
And it's only 25% of a freaking movie. That is insane.
25. It doesn't make any sense. And then with a trailer like that.
And we haven't even seen the other villains. I mean, we saw Penguin for like one shot. We haven't seen who we believe is going to be Harvey Dent come out in this movie. We haven't seen Falcone come out.
We haven't even seen the Riddler's face, dude.
Yeah, we haven't even seen the goddamn Riddler's face. It's like, God, jeez.
You hear his voice,
but
you see his work, and
they're making him to be real creepy, though. Right. Like, that his take, the Riddler's take. He seems to, like, real creepy.
I don't even want to see him. I don't want that much more. I want to just don't show too much more than this trailer. You're already taking my money. Just don't show more. Let me be legitimately surprised when I go into the theater.
All right, question, because I want to start breaking down some stuff, because we're already hitting the 57 mark, so. Catwoman. Got a nice little glimpse of Catwoman. I like how simple her costume is. She's got her little ears just from the hoodie.
She's just starting off, it seems like, to my interpretation.
Yep.
I like it.
It was good. It was great. Great adaptation so far.
Yeah.
I
can't wait to see that actor in action, though, too, as well, because I'm fairly new to her.
Yeah.
Good character.
So, Commissioner Gordon. Dude.
I liked it.
He looks so good. I love him. He looks so
good. He's got the stash.
What's his name, that actor?
Jeffrey Wright.
He comes out in there you go.
He's got the stash.
I remember from Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Never seen that either.
Oh, you gotta check that out. It's really good.
I'll check it out.
Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi's in there too.
Did you guys catch that the animated series reference?
Are you talking about Underworld?
I'm sorry?
Is it Jeffrey Wright in Underworld?
Looking it up.
I know he's in Underworld. Not Underworld. Sorry.
He's in Casino Royale.
Yes, he's in Casino
Royale. There you go.
Yeah,
he's the agent.
He's the agent in Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Soulless.
What is the
He helps him out.
Westworld. That's what you're thinking of.
That's what I meant to say.
And he was in the Hunger Games, apparently. Part 1.
Yeah, he's Biggs. Wait, that's a Star Wars character.
Damn. Yeah, but I love that actor. He's a great. He's gonna be great.
I think he's gonna be a great Commissioner Gordon. I mean, just the scene where clearly the police are aware of Batman. They seem a little edgy about him because it's like it doesn't show him walking through the police, but it's the police looking at him as he's walking through. And clearly they're aware of him. Clearly they maybe respect him or fear him, because they let him go into the crime scenes, just like how Gordon would. So we got that. We got to see the Batmobile in action. We got to see a great beatdown of a scene, which, guys, if you're looking at the YouTube, I have that clip right here for y'all. Let me play that for you real quick.
Oh my god.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
That is a beatdown.
Yep. Yes,
Man,
it is.
I had, you know what? And it kind of, I love that it was a little, I can't really say on point, but very similar to Ben Affleck's beatdown that he gives that one guy, and then he ends up hitting another guy with a box.
Dude, he's like,
I'm like,
he like knocks this guy down. He's like, "Oh, you down? Let me continue." He just keeps going. And then his Batman voice sounds so good right there. Like, it's not even like, it's very much like the anime series where it's not like changed much. He just changes his voice like just a little bit, but it's not like Christian Bell. Like, it's not like a
gritty.
Yeah, like
where's Harvey?
I'm glad you brought up the animated series, because did you catch, like, you know, the who are you type, you know, I'm vengeance.
Yep.
And I'm like, and in my head I'm like, I am the knight. Yeah. I am Batman, which is a very famous line in the animated series. I was like, oh my god, I hope they say the entire thing.
I hope
if
he
does.
That'd be pretty
oh
awesome.
Man,
Yeah, it would be such a throwback.
What if that scene is actually like the end of the movie? Where he
I would be okay with that. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time it's happened in the trailer.
Exactly.
It would finish with a bang.
It kind of looks like the Joker gang a little bit that he's fighting, just
like
with the smiles.
Yeah, I like everything about this trailer, man. I'm so excited.
So, I do have a couple questions.
Go for
Number one, if this movie does really, really well, are we gonna get like a trequel of this, and then just this be its own universe?
There will be
Ben
three
Affleck's.
movies. It'll be a trilogy.
Okay, so will Ben Affleck get his own trilogy, or that too much Batman?
Supposedly, Ben Affleck's final role is in The Flash.
Okay.
Oh
fair
man.
enough.
Yeah.
They could bring, though, in theory, Flashpoint. They could bring this Batman into the universe. And
Technically,
then solve
yes.
it. So they have
I gotta
the
ask you
ultimate
two guys.
card. Go ahead.
I gotta ask you two guys. Would you have liked to have seen more Ben Affleck as Batman, or am I the only one?
No, I want more Ben
No,
Affleck
no,
Batman.
I want more too.
Because I don't know, they kind of left me high and dry just because I loved him in the BVS and Justice League and stuff like that. I just love him as, you know, being Batman, and even like in when he stares at the suit. I always talk about that scene every time when he stares at the suit and he's thinking and he's got the rage part going on and he's like pissed. I love that because I'm very much into the Frank Miller's Batman.
Yeah.
So that, you know, that for me was just awesome. Even down to like the little things, like the clothes he wore, like the gray suit with the all black, everything black under, like, you know, the hair with the little white stripes on the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
There's no love for that suit.
Yeah. What's that? The bat suit?
Yeah, I mean, there's no love in his eyes to that suit. He doesn't want to put it on, but he knows he has to put it on.
He feels like it's a disease.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
Exactly.
Like every time.
Yeah, and you just see him like just really like taking it in, and he does such a good job.
Yeah,
he does.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a little upset that he's doing this final role, but we're super geeked out for you know, the new one, the Batman.
Yeah.
My last take on this movie is that I'm excited that we get to see the world's greatest detective. You got to see more of that in this trailer. You never get to see it in any of the movies. I mean, you see glimpses here and there, but Batman is a very smart person, and he's a great detective, which makes his comic books interesting. And it's always like, oh, okay, I never saw that coming, or wow, how did he get that out of that? Yep. He's the world's greatest detective for a reason, and I feel like this is going to be the perfect interpretation of, you know, badassery of Batman and gadgets to the detective piece, which I feel like this. I'm calling it right now. I feel like this is going to be probably one of my favorite Batmans, if not probably one of the top three. I'm thinking my favorite villain is probably going to be the Riddler. out of all the adaptations.
I think
out of all the adaptations, like in general, like between Jokers and everything, this is probably going to be my second favorite live adaptation, and then it's also probably going to have the best story.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now, outside of Dark Knight.
Yeah, I'm definitely saying right now that the Riddler is going to be as memorable as the Heath Ledger's Joker. Like, it's going to be as good.
And it's the nerdy dude from The Girl Next Door. Who would have thought of that? Never would have saw that coming. Yeah. The really skinny dude with the blonde hair. It's that dude. I'm like, how do you go from that movie to this?
I mean, how do you get the guy from 10 Things I Hate About You to be the Joker? So
that's very true. Very true. Dude's an incredible actor.
Don't always think that an actor has one role. He is open.
Oh yeah.
They will surprise you.
He's gonna blow it out of the park.
Yep. So, and another thing that I want to mention is the fact that something that we never really get to see is the black painting on their eyes. Like we actually get he has it. It's weird. Like you never in all those Batman movies, you don't really ever see it ever.
It's supposed to be intimidation.
No, they like Ben Affleck. He magically never had, even when they took off his mask.
Yeah,
so
like it just disappears.
I was like,
no, this one stays on you.
We got bat nipples, but we never got the eye thing.
The eyeshadow, yeah.
So I think that's pretty awesome. Is there anything else I want to go ahead and say before we close out?
Take my money now. I will pay Warner Brothers $1,000 right now to watch this movie. Right now.
I'll watch the 25%.
I don't care. I'll pay the money, damn it.
All right. With that being said, we did a pretty long episode for this. It's intermissions, usually only 15 minutes. We're close to hitting an hour. So, with that, I feel like we are not done talking about this stuff. So maybe we'll do another recap later.
We're excited if you can't tell.
Yes.
Yeah.
This event was it was needed.
Yes.
Yeah.
All this COVID stuff, you just can't get as hype as you can with these movies now that we did this kind of event. I feel like this is something they'll be doing in the future.
I hope they do it annually.
Because it was live.
This is fun.
It was fun. People were reacting live, and I was able to text people as people were asking me questions, and I was able to respond as I'm watching it. It was a lot of fun. I had fun sitting at my desk for 8 hours just watching DC. So
it was well put together. I thought they did a great job.
Yeah.
And with hopefully by next year, COVID, we should be a thing of the past or declining, if you will. But next year, we should have much more trailers, much more behind-the-scenes stuff, or cooler, maybe more fan interactions, and who knows? Maybe they'll have a convention themselves just for this. Yeah.
So all you listeners, all you viewers, go ahead and watch the trailers. Watch the panel if you can. Honestly, I think it's only for 24 hours, so you don't have much time. But definitely watch the trailers. These things are worth it.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see it if you're watching on YouTube, at least the little clips that I shared with you guys. But get out there, man. Watch this stuff.
Yeah,
be part of the DC universe.
Worth it.
Yep. And with that being said, though, y'all have a good night.